Yogis, welcome. Remember, today is a vinyasa style practice, and vinyasa really is a certain style that's based a little bit more in active and moving, a moving meditation style of yoga exercise. Just remember to pace yourself. Even vinyasa comes in so many different forms. It's a very kind of creative, intuitive, fun, challenging style of yoga. So, I move at a general pace. I even want you to add your own things. This is where you can really explore as we're flowing and doing some different sequences. Let's get started in a seated position. All right. I'm sitting on a block here, just crossing my legs, just to make it nice and comfortable. Not really trying to challenge my body yet, just trying to tune in here, set that foundation of mind, body, energy, connection, and awareness. So let's just take a good minute here. All right. Connecting to our body more than normal. That mind body connection is enhancing. So as you start to connect to your body, right, that brings the breath into the awareness. Maybe you start to make the breath conscious, a slow inhale. Maybe a hold at the breath top and a nice slow exhale. Maybe even pausing at the bottom of the exhale. And a nice slow inhale. Feel the breath more than normal. Nice slow exhale. I like to suggest relaxing your breath awareness and just doing, something on the deeper, even mental layer. So we did some physical attention, breath, energy attention. Now maybe giving some attention and intention setting into your thoughts. Whether it's remembering your goals here, yogis, what inspires you, what are you working toward? Or your gratitude meditation, your positive thinking practice, your mantra, your prayer. All right, yogis, let's take a big inhale. Let's get this going here, all right? We'll come to tabletop if you've meditated long enough there, but take the meditative intention, the body awareness, the breathing, the mantra, the mind into the exercise, right? Just taking a moment to start with the cat-cow, maybe circling, maybe moving the hips a little side to side. Sometimes I like to emphasize the neck here, yogis. Other days, maybe the pelvic, lower body. Little extra add-on here could be flipping your hands around. So I turn my fingers outward and now they're facing my knees. Doing my cat-cow here, just to add a little forearm kind of wrist stretch. Okay, please take your time. I'm gonna move forward into that opening, kind of more basic sequence, all right? Tabletop, press your left foot down, lift your right leg high. Pull that belly and drop the right hip. Strong grip in your right hand, left arm forward. Okay, this posture really good for giving you some information where you're at today. Maybe take an inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, round, elbow to knee. Maybe just 3, 4 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Remember, try to do it with intention and integrity here. Mind, breath, and body meditation. Okay, listen, keep the right leg lifted. Next position, left hand down. Left foot pivots off my mat behind me. Toes turn open to the right. Remember, as a beginner pose, yogis, not too strenuous. Try to bring the hips a little bit more forward, tuck the tailbone, squeeze the pelvic floor up, belly in. There's some confusion about the pelvic floor work someone was asking me, okay? You read these articles about overstraining, like let's say on the toilet. You're straining and pushing out the pelvic floor. Yogis, this is the opposite. You're pulling up and in, okay? you're not pushing the pelvic floor down right now, right? Don't do that right now, okay? Big inhale.
Let's keep going. Right hand goes down, right knee goes down. Take a quick breather. Okay, so remember, we're not pushing the pelvic floor open, down, and out. It's like closing it, pulling it up and in, okay? The push, you use on the toilet, you push out. This is the pull up, okay? Left leg, right arm, let's go. Pelvic floor, belly in. Study the body, all right? Study the mind. Big inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Just a good 3, 4 of these guys. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take your time. Meet in the inhale position. Bring the right hand down. Look at the right foot. Pivots off my mat. I turn the chest to the left. Left arm to the sky. You can bring the hand on the hip. Shouldn't be too strenuous. Don't forget, you can put your hand on a block. You can also readjust your hand, your knee. Don't let the butt stick out. Try to get to the posterior body a little bit more. Lift the left leg up and back, but pull the belly in. Last 2 breaths here. Almost like a triangle half moon, where I'm turning the chest to the sky. Okay, big inhale, please. No rush. Knee down, hand down, down to the forearms for our opening plank. Tuck the toes, hover the knees. Couple breaths here. Option to stay in your basic plank. Okay, you feel really good, you could hover a foot. If you want to make it a little more moving, you could drop your heels to the side. I'll let you decide your style of opening plank this morning. Don't forget, this is called a half plank. This is really good for people coming off injuries. If you're not having your strongest, most energetic day, but still want to exercise, exercising in a way that's using a little less energy maybe. Last few breaths in our initial plank pose. Remember, plank's a really good warm-up. You can do it cold. We call it symmetrical, closed chain. That means everything's attached to the floor. It's static, it's still. So it's safe, all right? Take it down to the chest here, guys. If you'd like, maybe you rotate your hips quickly here. It's a nice opener for the lower back. A little massage for the thighs. And before we get flowing here, these a couple of gentle cobras, all right? Option to slide your hands near your lower ribs. A little bit more would be arms down by side. A little bit more would be to bind the hands behind the lower back. Just notice my elbows are kind of soft as I lower down. On your inhale, let's lift the chest. I'm showing the further version where I squeeze my palms, roll my shoulders back. Yogis, you gotta pull the belly in. I know that's tough here. You gotta squeeze the pelvic floor up, okay? Lower down. Inhale, lift, a few more. It's very, you want to lift higher, so you want to push your belly down there to lift you up higher, right? That's tricky. It's that same idea. Like, a lot of our abdomens aren't hugging in enough via our lifestyle and subconscious body patterns. The abdomen hangs out, right? It's the same as why we pull the Kegel pelvic floor up, because every day we sit on the toilet, weaken the muscles, push down and out too much. So we just looking at our lifestyle patterns and making some corrective intentions in the body in our practice. Let's press back to child pose, please. Looks like some of these are done there. But again, spend extra time in certain spaces for what your body needs today. All right? Here we go, tabletop, down dog, all right? Now, if you want a little extra challenge today, we're gonna go into a sun salutation. I want you to grab a block, okay? So take your down dog here, take a few breaths, try to get into your toes a little bit and your ankles, and add things, right? Yogis, remember, I won't always give you all options, but Vinyasa is the place to be creative, yogis. We have disciplined styles of yoga. We have creative fun. Vinyasa is a little bit more in that creative fun style, probably, right? It's literally often called the dance of yoga. Think of dance. You're moving. You're having fun. You're You're vibing, right? Now, if you want to try it, yogis, little something extra today, something you're good at, we do regularly with a little twist on it, make you think again, make you work in the mind. Block between the knees. Well, it's more between the thighs, right? Above the knees. Down dog, I have my block between my thighs. Uh-oh, we're gonna try a few rounds of sun salutation with a block between your thighs. Let's take a big inhale, big exhale. Pure flow now. On your inhale, look forward. Slowly walk or hop your feet to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Squeeze the block. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up nice and tall. Reach up. I squeeze the block. It kind of rolls forward. Exhale, hands to heart center. Moving meditation now, yogis. Inhale, little back bend. Notice the block kind of rolls forward a little. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, half lift. Adding it all together. Stepping slowly back, maybe a few extra push-ups. Now taking your Cobra 2 or up dog. Down dog. Take a quick breath. Remember, taking things that might be going subconscious autopilot pattern and now adding something so you have to, you're working in the body and mind again. On your next inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Hopper step, feet to the front. Inhale with the block, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, nice and slow, rise it up. Exhale, hands to heart center, stand tall. 2 more rounds, inhale and exhale. Inhale, half lift. Step the opposite foot first, back, lower down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Down dog. Take a breath. On your next inhale, bend the knees, look forward. With that block, hopper step skillfully forward. A little weird. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, reach up tall. Remember this, picture this, that prayer as it passes the thoughts, the vision, the word, the heart, it's the purifier. The prayer is the purifier. Inhale, reach up. Last round, yogis. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Take your chaturanga, a movement, stepping back, lowering down to low plank or to your chest. You know what to do here, yogis. Meet in down dog. Take a breath or two. Okay, take your down dog. If you'd like, you can remove your block now, or as we stand up, you'll get the opportunity to. On your next inhale, look forward. Let's make our way back to the front of the mat, please. And let's change it up here now. Remove the block. Let's come into our chair position. Okay, tuck the tailbone, sit a little bit low. And a little challenge today, yogis, in our chair pose. Chair is often quite similar to a tabletop. Take your hands on your knees for a moment here, guys. Try a little bit of spinal movement in your chair. Inhale, arch the back. We call this cow pose. Exhale, round. Okay, so try a little cat-cow here. Inhale. Little exhale. So on top of your strong bent knees. Don't straighten the legs now. Second part would be the circle. So see if we draw circles with our core and our hips. So it's kind of hard to see sometimes in Zoom, right? We went forward and back. Now I'm drawing circles with my core and my hips in chair, right? Giving you a little something different. Remember, vinyasa is that dance, exploratory yoga. So I'm taking a stiff, sturdy pose you're good at, adding a little kind of body puzzle, a little organic movement, okay? Now just be easy on those knees now, okay? Last few moments, make sure you reverse direction. It's pretty difficult too, you might notice. All right? Looks like some of you is already resting. That's good work. Take a big inhale, reach your arms up. I'll move forward, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Take a vinyasa chaturanga if you like. Meet me back in down dog, please. Now remember, yogis, we're getting into vinyasa flow. I'm gonna pause in spaces, but for not too long, all right? Down dog, inhale, right leg goes high. Take a moment, open up the hip now. Okay, option to stay here for this nice stretch. If you're ready, lift your left heel. Slowly land your right foot off your mat behind you. Press through the left foot, big toe of the left foot presses down, right foot under right hamstring, top arm reaches forward. Big breath. Inhale, back to your three-legged dog. Take it slow, please. Right knee to forehead. Some people call this tiger pose. Round squeeze, round squeeze. Step our right foot forward. Inhale, right arm high. Take a breath or two here. Right hip back, right hip down. Big toes press down, notice. Okay, squeeze the pelvic floor, lift the chest a little bit, cobra. Squeeze your shoulder blades down and back. Look up, take big inhale. Exhale, right hand down. Maybe grab your blocks, step your back foot in. Let's keep it going, yogi. Straighten and bend your front knee for a moment or two here. Pyramid position. Back foot might step in, back heel might seal. Remember, back heel lifted is called modified pyramid. I don't teach it that often, but it is another nice variation. Pyramid, right hip back, engage your legs. Inhale, lift your chest. Start to forward fold a little bit. 2 more breaths here. Okay, big inhale, no rush. Front knee bends, back heel seals. Warrior one, rise it up. Pull that right hip back, tuck the tailbone. Reach the arms high. Big inhale, nice and slow, hands in prayer. If you want a little extra, reach those arms back and up, okay, like you're squeezing an imaginary block. Pivot on the ball of the back foot, lift the back leg. Warrior three. Remember, warrior three is like a capital letter T. Many variations of the arms, how you engage the back ankle, right? Either way, your left hip is trying to drop down a little bit, yogis, as your left leg straightens more at the knee and the left leg lifts. Now, we're always looking where we're lazy, adding some active energy and intention there. Always looking where we're overstraining subconsciously and tensing. So try to just notice that about yourself, all right? Warrior one, inhale, land left foot down, arms high. Exhale, hands plant, nice and slow, please. Right leg goes back and up. Optional vinyasa here, yogis. If you want a little extra, maybe you keep your right leg lifted, add a kundalini, knee to elbow arm balance. We also have chin balance, elbows in, legs up. Into the vinyasa. All right, so some fun, playful options. I'll give you 20 more seconds. Please meet in down dog when you're ready for the second side. Focus back inward, yogis. Doing some basic poses, so you don't need to look at the screen too much, okay? Try to stay present inward with your awareness. All right, down dog, big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, left leg goes high. Open up the hip. Now stay focused. Remember your goals. Okay. Option to stay here and stretch or flip your dog skillfully, which would land your left foot kind of off your mat behind you. Remember, left foot's underneath left hamstring. Using the back body to lift, you're actually pressing your right big toe down at the back of your mat. That's a pronation. Then stretch the inner ankle. Really good for you, okay? Here we go. Inhale, left leg high. I'm moving forward. Listen, tiger pose, knee to forehead. Just pause there for a moment. Don't rush through spaces, yogis, all right? Left foot steps forward, twist, left arm to the sky. Take a breath or two here. Not holding any pose long. You choose where you need extra time. So listen, yogis, lift your right hip up, bend your left knee more. Bend your left knee more. Bend your left knee more. There you go. Big inhale. Hands on the block. Step your back foot a little forward. Straighten and bend your front knee, setting up for pyramid. A little dynamic pyramid entrance in the front knee. You guys know this pyramid pose set up. So now your front leg, left leg's going to straighten, left hip back. You can inhale, half lift, and then you're going to forward fold over the leg. Don't forget you can drop your back knee for half pyramid.
Continuing, front knee bends, back heel seals. Inhale, warrior one, rise up, please. Find your warrior one. So take a moment, breathe. Everyone knows this pose. Close your eyes, yogis. Are you easily distracted from focusing inward? You're trying to give your body attention. That's your intention. Are you easily pulled away from your goals? There's a famous book, The Power of Concentration. It is a very easy, profound read. Amazing. Okay, big inhale here. Listen, hands come to prayer or down by side, or reach them up and back behind you like you're squeezing a block. Now bow the chest one more time. Start to lift your back leg up. We're hitting that warrior three here. You've already done a couple positions like this. You're ready. Just bring the chest a little more down. Okay, and lift the back leg a little bit higher. Remember, if my right leg's lifted, I want to try to drop the right hip down in space. Okay. Think of it like you're pushing the gas pedal. Your right hip is coming forward. Don't forget to straighten that right knee a little bit. Don't round the spine. Think cobra, but on the leg. Last few moments. Okay, go slow, please. Warrior one, inhale, arms high, right foot at the back of your mat. Just one moment in your warrior. And hands plant at the front of your mat. Left leg goes back and up. Now, a little fun time for you, about a minute. What are you working on? Do you need soft, child pose, cat cow? Do you need in the middle ground, child pose to cobra flow, or down dog, chaturanga flow? Maybe a little more the three-legged dog style into a three-legged plank. Maybe a little arm balance Kundalini work, maybe a little chin balance going big, or handstand, right? Where are you at today? Nice, little headstand, little crow. Come on now, use those strong muscles. Remember, strength is determined by your mind's ability to connect to your muscles. Right, we all know it's proven through mental, intention and work, you can make your muscles function better. You can increase the function of a body system through intention, strategy, and applying effort, stress. Um, that's the thing, yogis. It's a practice of mind to body, not necessarily just working harder always. Okay. Down dog, please. Down dog. Let's keep going. Down dog. Now, progressive flow, right? So what we're going to do is do it again, but different. All right. On your next inhale, let's look between the hands. You're going to work on dancing skillfully, hopping forward, feet to the front of your mat. I'm going to skip the half lift. We did enough. Let's get right into chair pose again. Right into chair, please. Okay. All right. Chair pose. All right. Lift your right knee toward the chest. So you're balancing on your left leg first today. Okay. Let's do our figure four chair here. Turn your inner right shin up. There it is. Outer right ankle on that left thigh. I'll flex your right ankle now. There you go. Drop the butt. Drop the butt now. This is chair pose. This isn't bar stool. Bar is chair. You gotta sit low, okay? Last couple moments. Don't be shy to add too, If you're feeling like great, there's Galabasana, the flying pigeon arm balance. There's bringing the chest down for a bigger stretch. There's also going to eagle if you wanted to take it really far. Trying to get you to be creative and enjoy your practice and adapt what I'm instructing for where you're at, okay? Let's go, guys. Slowly. Inhale, arms high. Listen, right knee high. Right foot in front of left, so crossing the ankles, okay? Inhale, reach up nice and tall. Go slow. Bend the front knee, forward fold. Okay? Now, I'm not going to pause here long. Our right shin is in front of our left. Inhale, half lift. Listen, with a challenge, high plank to low plank. You can try with the ankles crossed today. So just doing our vinyasas with a little curve on them, right? The way I jump back looks like this with my right ankle in front of my left. Ooh, inhale, even with my left foot on top of my right. Woo-hoo! Down dog. Uncross the feet, okay? Please take your time. Inhale, right leg goes high. Open up the hip.
A little faster, option to flip the dog. Right foot off your mat behind you, lift the hips. Three-legged dog on the inhale. Please keep it going. Step your right foot forward. Drop your back knee down. Inhale, Anjana. Take a breath here. Okay, option to stay here. Option to add a little twist. Even right hand to left foot. Remember, vinyasa tends to be a more challenging day, yogis. It's okay to set your boundary. Like, that's important too, yogis. More isn't better always. Well, I guess maybe with money it is. I don't know, right? Some things, I guess, more is better. Pull your heel to your butt. Take a big inhale. Arms go high. Tuck your back toes, please. Rise up. Warrior two. Back heel seals. Entering into our first kind of big hip rotation lunge. Here we go. Front knee bends. Not going to hold you here long, yogis. Make it a good one, okay? Arms to the T. Come on, yogis. It's not just a body form. Form is related to your energy and your mind. Strong mind and strong pose. Okay? Flip your front palm up. Take your reverse warrior. Big side stretch here, please. Reach up away from that right leg. Okay, big inhale. Nice and slow, please. Right elbow, right knee for the side angle. Top arm reaches high for a more beginner. Pass the ear. Look at that one long line, yogis. Okay, turn the top palm down, turn the chest up. Get a little bit lighter in your right hand. If you're feeling good, top arm around the back. You're feeling great. See, the right elbow gets behind the right knee. The bound side angle. I love this shoulder opener. Notice my chest came forward and down. Turn the chest back up to the sky. You don't really think of it that as a hip opener and shoulder opener, the side angle, right? But it really is amazing for that. Okay, slowly release the bind. Inhale, rise, reverse triangle. Step your back foot in a little bit. Still on the same side, guys. Right arm goes up and back. So what we're doing right now is very classic, right? Side angle, triangles, okay? Arms to the T, triangle. Drop your right hip down, lengthen out. Start to hinge. Now, not a side bend in the spine. Watch the correction. I'm not here. Watch the correction. You see my right side lengthen? I'll show you one more time. That's a lateral flexion. That's not what we're doing, yogis. Watch the right side body, the bottom. Long spine, okay? Bend your right knee. Eventually look down. Let's get to our half moon. Ardha Chandra. Now, Chandrasana is where you hover your right hand, reach forward. Chapasana is where your top or even both hands reach back behind you to grab the foot. We haven't been doing these postures too much lately. Optional Chapasana, optional fancy styles of half moon, and more intermediate yoga, we actually do a cartwheel into handstand, right? So again, this is not for everyone, but fun to see and at least know. So you're doing your half moon, you plant your hand, and you get up into your handstand, and then you get back to your half moon. I'm still waking up, so yeah, not easy at 8 in the morning, okay? Let's keep it going. Left foot lands at the back of your mat. Parallel your feet, please. Take a big inhale, lift the heart, and forward fold. Really, guys, this is an inversion opportunity. So this would be a headstand moment, a handstand at the wall, forearm stand moment. If not, you're pulling on the floor, having a moment here. Did some strong work, right? Lunges, moons, triangles. Take a quick neutralizer. Remember, it's a meditation. So after the struggle, a moment to practice recovery. Each time we work hard, it presents us with a new opportunity, different. We are working on intensifying, breathing, spiking, making our mind and body alive, okay? But then that yields different effects if it goes overboard. Now you have the opportunity to practice recovery, slowing down your heart rate intentionally with breathing and calming positions. We want to get better at turning our body on, making it alive. We also want to get good at calming it down. Both yogis, all right? Let's keep it going.
No vinyasa this time. Inhale, stand up, please. Step to the front of your mat. Chair pose, boom. Good, no vinyasa this round. It's all vinyasa, but no chaturanga. Left knee lifts here. Inner shin turns up for the figure 4 chair. Okay, let's sit low. Let's breathe here, a couple breaths. Now, notice it's hard to see, guys. Dumping my left hip down. Watch the hips, boom, they neutralize. My foot flexes. My left knee opens, but it doesn't take the hip with it. Okay, that's tricky. Where is your body moving in space that's actually not your intention? Because the goal is more intention, right? Everything. Like, that's the intelligent mind. The humans can set intentions where the dogs are instincts, right? We're trying to go use intelligent mind to create a plan, intention, a goal, and then actions along with intent. That's what we're working on, okay? Inhale, go slow, arms knee up, left foot in front of right. Inhale, lift the chest, hands go on the hips. So now my left leg is in front of my right, yogis, the pinky toes align, and I start to forward fold there. Remember, if it's too much, just skip the fancy, just do the basic. Feet are about hips width distance, right? Uh-oh, somebody's out of bed. Uh-oh. I know. Did you do your down dog for everyone? Did you do your down? I know. Let's go. Inhale, half lift. High plank. Option to step back with the cross feet. Woo! High plank to low plank, up dog and cobra. I have my left ankle in front of my right. Down dog. Here we go. Inhale. Left leg goes high. Open up the hip. Option to flip that dog. Take a breath. Let's keep it flowing. Inhale. Left leg high. Exhale. Nice stretch for you. Left foot steps forward. Back knee goes down. Inhale. Let's get that really nice hip flexor going, guys. Don't forget, you bind here, you bind here, you go down here. How do you want to do it today? You don't even need to do both sides the same. Let's keep going, guys. Slowly release any binds, any twists. Tuck your back toes, rise up, warrior 2, open wide. Couple breaths here. Okay, nice long stride. Don't forget to turn your back hip in actively, right? Torque, it's rotational qualities of strength, where I rotate into stability. So I turn the back hip in, turn the front hip out, turn the bicep up, turn the palm down, tuck the tailbone, and stabilizing better, okay? Find those nice warrior 2 legs, sturdy, feet pressed down, groin, pelvic floor up, okay? Reverse, left arm high, legs stay sturdy. Side angle yogis, reach forward, elbow to knee, right arm to the sky, or even forward past the ear. Don't forget your top palm turns down as your chest turns up. If you arch your back, pull your ribs in. If you want to bind, top arm around the back. Tuck your tailbone, your bottom hip, left hip's going a little forward. Full bind for someone going really a little stronger today. That's where your left elbow goes inside behind the knee. Hands meet behind the left hip. Stay focused, yogis. Go slow, reverse triangle, rise, okay? We're doing a sequence. Step your back foot in a little bit, okay? Now, the big question you get a lot is, in reverse triangle, yogis, you know, do I drop the hip like we do in triangle and lift up, reverse triangle here, or do I lift the hip? Well, the answer is both, right? We tend to keep our hips more parallel in reverse, which means I kind of lift the hip up, the front hip. But I like to sometimes drop the hip down and lift up. It's a little different, okay? Triangle, arms to the teeth. Drop your left hip down, lengthen out, slowly take your triangle position. We're gonna do this in half moon, work hard, and then you get a nice rest. A couple more breaths.
Option to take it to half moon. Look down, bend left knee. Right leg will lift, okay? Full moon looks like this. Chapasana is where you're initially probably hand on the block, right-handed foot, double, okay? Fancy yoga, optional, fun, but not necessary. I think it is important, yogis, to work on good days towards what intimidates you a little bit. You know, how do you measure growth, right? It's easy in weightlifting. Oh, I added 5 pounds this week, right? It feels good to grow. I personally am always seeking growth because it helps me internally, let's say, have mental health. I do feel happier. Okay, let's go. Right foot lands at the back of your mat. Take your quick neutralizer. Hands on the hips, then camel back bend. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, forward bend. Nice and slow, please. Let's go. Headstanders. Let's go, inversions.
You know, it's something I realized years ago. You know, I'm always looking for growth, trying to look at myself objectively and become a better version of myself, make better choices, get rid of what is not serving me anymore. I mean, a good way we can grow, guys, is by, you know, maybe trying things we're not good at and going outside our comfort zone. It's very measurable. You know, to do that pose that you thought you could never do. All right, take your time, yogis. Let's meet in a seated position. Wait, sorry. Meet in a standing position. Sorry, my dog's doing something weird outside here, Yogi. Sorry about that. Let's meet in a standing position. Okay, take a breath. We have one more short flow. Okay. Chair pose. Sit low and reach high. Find your final chair pose. Find your final chair pose. Lift your heels up, yogis. So it is a toe balanced chair. Come on, yogis. Toe balanced chair. Don't forget, you keep your upper body leaning back and your belly in. Lifting your heels higher, shoulders over, hips over heels. Okay, option to stay here or try to stand all the way up now with your heels lifted. So you're making your body as tall and as long as possible. Back through toe chair. So it's toes down, heels lifted chair. Now slowly lay your chest on your thighs, plant your hands on the floor, take your crow pose. Hands plant, go slow. Crow pose if you'd like. Everyone knows this. No need to demonstrate. Okay. Optional vinyasa. Last flow here, yogi. Stay focused. We're here in the end, okay? Down dog, down dog. Last part here, guys, okay? Inhale, right leg high. Now, don't open the hip this time. Little challenge pose. You might want to shorten your stance a little bit, kind of walk your hands closer to your left foot on the floor here. Now, little challenge. See if you can walk your left hand forward, come on the fingertips of your left hand. Say you're feeling good. Try to hover your left hand. So we go into a one-legged dog, three-legged dog, and then you start to hover your left hand. You know how we always get in tabletop, hover right foot, hover left arm, doing plank. Try in dog, a balancing dog today, an unstable pose that you're good at. Okay, big inhale, left foot down, listen, right foot steps forward, right foot steps forward. Okay, right into it, yogis, you're here. Walk your hands forward, lift your left leg high, standing splits position, okay? Hands could be on blocks, try to drop your left hip down. If you wanna do a few handstand hops or Jiva squats, that's always really fun. How are you feeling today? Now, this is big transitional work, peak movement, right?
Stand up, please. Left knee into the chest. All the way from one-legged Uttanasana to one-legged Tadasana. Left knee lifts here. Start to twist to your left. Left hand might go on the outer knee or stay hovering. You feel good, you're here. Left leg can straighten. We're in one-legged mountain. Left knee is lifting. Okay, you're turning to the left across your left thigh with the core. Arms go to the T. Not done yet though, yogis. Remember, slow flow. Inhale, arms up. Listen, warrior three, warrior three. Left leg back. Chest comes down. Hands flying, blocks to the floor. Inhale, half lift. Drop your left hip down. Start to turn your core to the right. Right arm out and up. Revolve, half moon. Peak flow here, yogis. Peak flow. Remember, if my right leg is down, my right arm is going up. Okay, the more probably restricted variation of that moon. Okay, go slow. Right hand down. Warrior one. Inhale. Final balance challenge. Step your back foot a little closer. Lift your back heel. Lift your right toes. The only thing down is my front heel and my back mound foot toe. Balancing on the back heel, the front heel and the back toes. Okay, big inhale. Front knee bends, exhale, hands plant. Last vinyasa opportunity here, guys. Notice it's a balanced, kind of heavy flow, right? Balance and complex, more hyper ranges. Optional vinyasa, high plank, low plank, forearm balance, handstand, shin stand. What are you working on? What do you need? Last 30 seconds in that final standing flow. The first side. Down dog, please. Down dog. Let's stay focused. Let's keep going. You're almost done. You stay focused. Down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Challenge. Shift your weight to your left hand. You might shorten your stance a little. Walk your hands closer to your feet. Shift your weight to your left hand. Okay. You can seal your back foot down. It's kind of like, so if your right foot's down, you can seal it like warrior one. Challenge. Get lighter on your right fingertips. More, hover your right hand. Left leg lift, right hand hover. Yeah, you're supposed to fall. Supposed to be awkward, uncomfortable. Okay, big inhale. Let's keep going. Hand down, knee to chest, forehead, tiger. Step your right foot forward. Walk your hands forward. Lift your back leg up, standing split, or what we call it, yogis, Ekapada Uttanasana. Right, so one-legged forward fold, just like we do constantly here. So now you're in the standing splits position with your left leg forward, right, or right leg forward. What side are you guys on? Right leg forward, right? Make sure you're on your second side, yogis. I might have messed up the sides there. Okay. I think my demo on the first side was messed up. Okay. Take your time. You're in your standing splits. Eventually, you're going to stand all the way up to one-legged mountain. So from one-legged forward bend to one-legged standing. Stand up, please. So, make sure you're on your second side. I think most of it, right knee up into the chest, right? You're going to twist to the right. Hold position. So this is the revolve standing tree pose. You guys know I love this pose. We do it in most styles of classes in many different ways. Try to feel for a moment, breathe. Okay, go slow, guys. Inhale, arms high. Warrior three, you got one more big pose, chest comes down. So if your knee was just up in your chest, now it's back behind you. Your chest was vertical, now it's horizontal. Revolved half moon, hands on blocks to start to turn your core to the left arm goes out and up, okay? So that's adding the revolve to the warrior three. You're adding more complexities, just like you would do in all fitness, right? First reps, beginners are more linear and symmetrical.
And then we're starting to add laterals, asymmetricals. We're starting to add open chains and revolves. Okay. Warrior one, it looks like we're fatiguing warrior one. Seal it in with the warrior one. Last vinyasa opportunity. Yogis, high plank to low plank. Take it through the vinyasa. All right. All right, yogis. Swing around a seated position, closing here. This is it, yogis. We have 11 minutes left. Last opportunity. Okay? Maybe grab your blocks. This is the closing little vinyasa, forward and back bend. Okay? Boat. Now remember, today's sit-up day. So not the low boat. Focus, not the high boat, but in between. Inhale. Low boat. Exhale. High boat. Notice I have my blocks here for a little extra. Inhale, low boat, exhale, high boat. Try to do it well, yogis. Don't rush through it. Inhale, exhale. If you want a little more, watch what I do. Inhale, low boat, extended. Exhale, high boat. Cross the ankles, right down on the blocks, lift the butt up. Okay? So that's called Lolasana, very classic yoga. Lift the butt up off of the floor by pushing straight down. And I'm not saying go here. You don't want your butt going forward. Lift your butt straight up. Okay? Inhale, low boat. Exhale, high boat. Last few tries. This is kind of like our isolated abs exercise. Even though everything is core and abs in this class, still good to isolate them, right? Still good to bring a lot of direct attention there. Because a lot of times your shoulders are working, your leg, and the abs go, connecting. You do an exercise that makes you connect mind to abs well. Now, in closing, yogis, you're doing one round of quick abs just to keep that muscle memory building. The closing back bends, bridge or wheel. Now, we got to do this pose more often, yogis, and I didn't do many of them on Tuesday to save them for today. If you're done, you do restorative bridge. But this doesn't require too much energy, yogis. To get our bridge going, try to squeeze your heels to your shoulders. Tuck the tailbone. If you feel good, let's see a one-legged. You can even do a figure four. We did it in chair. I can drop the butt down, thrust up. Feel my left glute, the one with the foot down, really working. If I'm feeling good, I want to see 2 to 3 rounds. This is closing. Remember, we've done triangles, our open hip triangle. We did really good hamstring hip flexor stretching, right? We did nice straddles for the hamstrings. Hamstrings are really stretched out. Front hip flexor is really stretched out for that wheel. If you want to try it, let's go for it today. We don't do it often enough. Elbows in, hips lift. Everything lifts for our wheel pose. Okay? Always make sure you're exiting slowly, early. Okay? Don't forget to press the feet down equally. Don't roll on the outer inner edge of your foot. Try to relax the neck a little bit and breathe. Yogis, I want to see 2 more rounds if you got it. This is our last active exercise. Remember, your feet can start wide, yogis. Bringing the feet together, like doing it with a block between your thighs, is definitely more challenging, okay? But you can start with your feet a little bit wider. Just don't let the elbows out. So you're here doing it. Try to bring the elbows in so you're moving your arms back in space this way, not that way, okay? So the hands got to kind of push over. Now, just say you have trouble, what we do is actually put the blocks up against the wall, okay? And now I don't have to push straight down into the floor. I can almost push back in space, which will take the shoulder restriction out of the equation, or it'll reduce it, okay? So the blocks are angled against the wall, so I can actually push back, not straight down, helps me get into my wheel, create that muscle body memory, and then I start to get better at it pressing on the floor, okay? Let me give you, you got about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, yogis. Stay focused in your practice. 2 more back bends or a long hold on your block. Jules, come here. Come here. Jules, Jules, come here. All right, Yogi. So it looks, everyone I can see looks done there. I was trying to give you one more minute. And we're here in the end of class, and like I said, we've done triangle straddle and we've done figure four pretty good. The stretch I would think we need if we did groin inner thighs, right? Done. Right? We did back of the thighs, we did outer thighs. So maybe the front of the thighs or hip. Um, and what's nice about this stretch is you get your shoulder stretch too, right? The laying hero pose. So what we do here, yogis, if you're with me, now this continues the back bend, right? Remember, wheel is a phenomenal stretch. A little bit more for the hip flexor. There's the quad, and the way we stretch the quad, which is mainly a knee muscle, is by moving the knee, right? So what I'm going to do is roll onto my right, reach back with my left hand. Notice the shoulder position, it's in a stretch, right? I'm pulling my heel to my butt, pulling my belly, and getting my front shoulder and front thigh. Always good to do that after all those chaturangas. Now, please take your time. You're just kind of feeling it out, right? There's no exact timing. Stretch more where you're tight. Slowly release. I like to shake that leg out a little bit. And second side. I'm just picking the stretch we haven't done because we already did the pigeon style. Right hand to right foot. Lift the chest, pull the belly in a little bit. Feel the shoulder stretch. By pulling the elbow back and up, we lengthen the front of our shoulder. Yogis, here in the end, that's our front body stretch. Back body could be simple happy baby, big plow to shoulder stand. You could do legs up the wall. If you want to try something, we've done it before, it's been a while, you're going to need your blocks. You will take the restorative bridge. Now, I got my second block, I'm going to put it onto the right. So look, it's not under me. It's next to my block that's under me on the right. I'm going to release my right leg and bring my left knee toward my chest. If my block's on the right, my extra block, my left knee is up, okay? Watch what I do. Twist, left knee across. So I'm in a reclining single leg spinal twist with the block under me. Now, you got to position that block, with strategy. The block is kind of right into my glute medius, my hip muscles, right? That's above my hip bone and below my waist bone, let's call it. It's not in my waist. Look, yogis, the block is in my pants, my shorts. It's not in my waist, right? So I'm bringing that knee across, I'm reaching it out, trying it with the hips lifted. We also call this side restorative bridge, right? So people do this one sometimes, it's a little tricky. Often done with bolsters first, right? So you can see my hips are being pushed up. I'm adding knee in the chest and rotation. Okay, I'm going to switch sides. Hips on the block. I have to move my block that was on the right side to the left, release my left, bring my right knee in. And if you position that block just right, man, you're going to get a nice deep tissue trigger point release in that glute medius. An outer hip muscle always working, that's always tight on a lot of people. Right arm might reach out, deep breath. All right, yogis, let's keep going here. Let's bring our knees into our chest. Take the last 30 seconds here. We did a couple big stretches there, the uh, twist in the front body, shoulder, quad. So take one moment, give yourself a squeeze. And we want to seal it in with that. We release the body a little. Let's release the mind a little by taking a very easy relaxation position. It sounds weird, but you practice relaxing regularly. Remember, physical is very important, but mental health is a pillar of health. And all these, stress management, relaxation, happiness practice. We have to have intentional, intelligent strategies to make our mind healthy. It just doesn't happen naturally, yogis. It has to become a priority and a strategy that we work toward developing our understanding and the application of it. Exercise is great, right? But it's mind over matter. We don't use matter, body, to help mind. We use mind to correct body. So our final goal, yogis, is a pure form of meditation. Remember, whoever strengthens the least needs it the most. We need what we're not doing enough of. Whoever does this the least needs it the most. It's not personal, not talking to anyone in particular, but you know, you know what you need. And that's wisdom, making good choices. So get comfortable here, yogis. I want you to try to hold this. You're trying to take a quick nap. I'm going to leave you here today, yogis, so I can make it to my class. Really nice job today. It was a tough class. We did a lot. All right. So we're set up for our nice restorative, gentle, therapeutic class tomorrow. A little extra yin for you guys tomorrow. Okay. Thanks for being here, yogis. Namaste.